Bright Falls is a 6-episode live-action web series miniseries prequel to the game released between April and May of 2010. It was directed by Philip Van and written by Matt Brunell. And oh look, Philip Van again. It used to have a dedicated webpage, but it's down. There is an IMDb page though, and it has an alright score. You might be thinking, 6 episodes? That sounds short. And you have no idea. The total runtime of the entire 6-episode series is just over 30 minutes. Yeah, it's shorter than a lot of my videos, but I'll try to keep this video short though. Oh, and of course, spoilers ahead, so go watch it before continuing. It's on YouTube, you can watch it right now. Just pause this video and come back once you're done. You done? Okay, let's go. It opens with a mysterious person rising from the water with a body bag. They place it on shore and open it, revealing a body? How original. Never been done before. The person gets on a boat, and when it cuts back to the shore, the body's gone. Oh, I wonder what happened. Bright Falls. Wow, that looks nothing like Bright Falls. We meet our main character, Jake Fisher, who's just arriving in town. He's a reporter here to interview who else but Emil Hartman about his new book. He stops at a diner to read up on Hartman, and turns out it's the Oh Dear Diner. The waitress Rose asks Jake what he does, and he says,
"A reporter."
And Rose is all like,
"What can I say? I like writers."
And what happens next is, it's just weird. It's hard to describe this scene. Just watch it.
Whoa, I didn't order this.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, happy birthday,
Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Jake gets back on the road and he gets out to inspect the damage and... Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Roll credits. That's it. That's the episode. I told you it was short. This pilot gets straight to the point. We meet our main character, we know why he's in Bright Falls, we know his motivations, we know of Libby, who seems to be a bit of a B word, if you know what I mean. Beautiful individual. We also get to see a familiar character to ease us in, although I guess she's not really a familiar character since this is a prequel and came out before the game. Whatever. I'm gonna go ahead and go through the rest of the show uninterrupted since it's so short. Who the hell is this guy? We pick up right where we left off. Jake arrives at the Mountain Air Motel. It's the one motel from all those Reddit horror stories. The owner, Sam, is out here just smoking in the dark. Very normal. This interaction is very strange.
What'd you do, get rid of all the critters in the woods?
It's the quiet ones you need to worry about.
Jake lays down, closes his eyes, and all of a sudden, it's day. We in the business call that sleeping. He seemed pretty weirded out by it though. Bright Falls, yeah! Hell yeah! Jake is meeting Ellen Adams, an old colleague. She actually lives in Bright Falls. They exchange a few words, but ultimately nothing is said. Then we finally get to meet the live-action Dr. Hartman. They barely get anywhere in the interview when Jake just starts, having visions. I think there's something wrong with this guy. The interview is over. Jake seems to be losing chunks of time. Not good. Classic Alan Wake syndrome. Here he is, just casually waking up in the woods. We've all been there. Fucking kids. You'd think after he got what he needed, he'd just get the fuck out of town. Maybe he did try to leave. Maybe something wants him to stay. Ooh. He goes back into town to talk to Ellen. Maybe she'll know what to make of these mad ramblings. She's like, "That's not weird at all, that's perfectly normal behavior." And Jake's like, "I don't know, it seems kinda weird to me, but thanks anyway." And when he goes to leave, Ellen just outright says,
I think you should leave.
yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Back at the motel, this guy, I forgot his name, has to replace some outdoor lights that have been suspiciously broken. Oh shit, we've got some Taken to kill. I wish this kid would stop being so fucking weird. We're on episode 4 now, and Jake's trying to buy some pills. Is he a junkie, or does he take schizophrenia meds? I don't know. I do know that the townspeople in this show act nothing like they do in the game. Everybody in the game is nice and welcoming, and the town is so peaceful. But in the show, you get people acting like this. At least we get to see Alan wake. Jake has some more visions, and it's nighttime. He's in a body bag for some reason. He doesn't seem too shaken up by it, though. Oh shit, someone's coming. Better crawl away. Oh, wow, that's actually where it ends. Well, episode 5. Jake's alive and well, and so is his Ford Focus. So after all that's happened, he decides his best course of action would be not to leave. No, that would make too much sense. He's got to go back into town, back to the lodge to get that book signed. He confides in Dr. Hartman, explaining all the weird shit that's been going on, and Hartman says,
"It happens."
Big mistake. It's over for him. Oh yeah, he's fucked. Okay, I guess he's gonna attempt to record himself to see what happens after he blacks out. That's fucked. The refrigerator door is straight up gone. So after he blacked out, he just started going apeshit. That shot's really good, by the way. He seems to be slowly transforming into a Taken? So we're on the last episode. The police come knocking. Sam, this guy, he's missing. Honestly, I think he's dead. Yeah, it's not looking good for you, Jake.
No squirrely animal did this. These are the markings. What I'd say is a 14-point stag. Yeah. Cut and buck. Horn-rimmed entry points. You get a trophy deer here. You know that? I fetched old Sam a hell of a prize.
That's actually terrifying. He grabs Ellen and makes her drive. Drive past city limits because I guess his own self won't let him leave.
Jake!
É somente pra você. Eu vou embora pra te seguir. Vou embora, coração. Eu vou embora pra te seguir. Pra que serve a minha paixão? A minha paixão.
Okay, what the fuck? Looks like he's been taken. And Alan Wake. Jesus Christ, that fucking rocked. This series is painfully short and in desperate need of some sort of follow-up. I like that it's detached from the game's storyline and has a unique cast and really intriguing premise. It also shows something that we never get to see in the game, what it's like transforming into a Taken. The confusion, the blackouts, the strange visions, it's like we're there experiencing this terrifying process. This series really benefits from being a prequel released before the game. It basically has to set up the greater story without spoiling anything, which means it needs to hold back and rely on the mysterious nature of the townspeople and the dread of the woods and what could be lurking in them. It never shows a Taken or explains what they are. It never names or references Barbara Jagger or Thomas Zane. It simply sets up the mystery of the town to be explained upon in the game. This lack of explanation ultimately makes the forest out to be alive in a way, taking control of Jake and ultimately consuming him outright. This final scene is fucking insane. It also sets up mysteries that are never explained or solved, like, what's with the body bags, huh? Who's this guy? Who's this guy? What's with the deer? Is Sam okay? Is Jake turning into a stag? What the fuck is happening here? Why is Alan arriving in town by car this way when he took the ferry there from a different town in-game? These questions will most likely never be solved. Sam is dead though. He's dead. Update the wiki please. Bright Falls gets a thumbs up from me. Go watch it. It's on YouTube. I mean, you already should have watched it. I told you to watch it at the very beginning. Why haven't you watched it? What the hell are you doing? Bright Falls was so good, it makes me excited to see what Sam Lake and his merry band can cook up for a longer foray into the world of live-action Alan Wake. I liked it so much that I'd like to see its story expanded maybe. Maybe more of this ambiguous living woods type mystery. Here's my idea for a live-action miniseries set in this universe. I like the lack of any actual lore in this series, so I'd like to keep a lot of the Dark Place stuff to a minimum. Yeah, the Dark Presence will be there, but more so as like a looming threat in the background. It could be set in the past, maybe the 50s or 60s. Maybe there's a reporter or investigator visiting to look into some strange reports of creatures in the woods. We could see him slowly turning into a Taken and losing his sanity like Jake. As he becomes more desperate, he learns about and seeks out the Dark Presence in order to bargain for his sanity back. Maybe he makes a deal. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he finds a way to revert the transformation and save himself before it's too late. Maybe the only way to save himself is to take the life of another. Maybe he has to drown someone in Cauldron Lake. Maybe this investigator inadvertently sets into motion the events that would lead to the death of Barbara Jagger, and so, the games themselves. Well, hey, I'm just spitballing here.